Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be doing a review on the Snugg case for my Galaxy Tab 10.1. Actually, the tablet's not mine anymore. I handed it down to my younger sister because I picked up the Nexus 10, and so for her, I was gonna needed to get something for her that was kind of stylish. Because she's a girl, so she has to have something that looks nice and just kind of minimalistic and that does its job. And the nice folks over at Snugg actually sent me this a few months ago, and I'm just getting to review it now. And the first thing you're going to notice about this case is the premium quality feel. I really can't stress this enough. I know it looks like a traditional case, but the stitching on it and the leather feel, it feels really good. At the back there, you can see you got the camera hole, and you have this little flap that I'll show you what it does a little bit later on, but it actually comes in handy. And so we're going to go ahead and open up the case and show you what's inside. The inside of the case is lined with this really nice suede fabric, and it has this elastic band, and that actually comes in handy, and I'll show you what that's for in just a little bit. First, I want to kind of give you an overview of the rest of the case. At the top of the case, we have cutouts for the light sensor and the camera, and at the bottom, the connector port is completely exposed, which is really nice, along with the microphone. And on the either side of the tablet, we have the cutouts for the stereo speakers. I did forget to show you guys the volume rocker and power button, but they are actually exposed just like the speakers are. So we're going to go ahead and flip the case on its back, and we'll show you what the flap was for. So if you take the front cover and kind of flip it backwards and tuck it into that little flap that we saw in the back, and position it correctly. See, I'm having a little hard time getting it to sit, and that's kind of one of my nitpicks. But once you get it in there, it sits flat, and you can see my little sophisticated stand there for my camera. But for the tablet itself, I mean, the stand does work. It gives you a nice viewing angle, especially when you're watching movies and things like that. Not good for typing, but it would be nice maybe if you hooked up a Bluetooth keyboard and whatnot, and that way it's a pretty good angle. If you lay it down flat on its back, you can see that it gives you a little, almost like 45-degree angle, and this way, this is actually really nice for touch typing. So I don't have the tablet on right now, but the keyboard will work really well on that. And if you're done with it, and just remove it from the little slip, and now we're going to show you the next feature, which is that elastic band here. So you just put your fingers through the elastic band, and there you go. You can hold it with one hand now with no problem. This is perfect for reading. I love reading on my Nexus 10. I don't have a case just like this for my Nexus 10, but one of the things that annoys me is that the flap is just kind of always in the way. At least with this case here, you can slip your fingers in there. You got that nice suede fabric on your hand, so it's not uncomfortable, and you can just hold it properly and read your book or magazine. I do just want to take a second and go back to that little nitpick I was talking about earlier, and that's actually getting the tablet to stand. It's a little bit cumbersome to get it to work properly. I guess once you really figure it out, it's a no-brainer. But at first I was really having trouble because there's a little indentation, I guess, and it has to be completely flat for it to sit. And just when you're taking it out real quickly, I mean, you might forget. So just kind of wanted to point that out there. It's not without faults completely, but overall it does do the job. I just have a couple more things I want to show you. The first thing is actually how to get the tablet inside of the case, and it's actually pretty simple. There's actually a Velcro tab that attaches to the suede backing, and once you separate that, the tablet just kind of slips out. It's in there pretty, nicely fit. It's not too difficult to get it out, but once it's in there, it's really secured, and definitely the Velcro strip is something that is quite unique actually. I haven't seen too many with Velcro strips. I've had the Asus Transformer, and I don't know if you guys had the official case for that, but there was no Velcro strip. It was just kind of like you just slip it in there and hope that friction, does its job. But with this, once you slip it in there, you get the Velcro attached properly, and you know that it's going to be secure, and you really don't have to worry about it. And just to kind of show you how strong it is, I'm just going to hold it from the top there and just kind of shake it a little bit. And you see that the tablet's not coming out, so don't worry about it coming out or anything like that. Once it's in there, it's in there pretty good. And the last thing I want to talk about just real quickly is the magnetic flap. You can see that there's magnets at the edge of the case, and that kind of holds the flap pretty well. I'd say it works well. I'm shaking it a little bit, and it does the job. So in the end, I really enjoyed the case from Snugg. I thought it was a premium quality, premium build. It does come with a steep price tag, in my opinion. It's set at $29.99, which is dropped from $39.99. So you get a little bit of savings there, but you are paying for a quality quality case. I've used many cases in the past, some as low as $8 to $10, and really you can feel the difference in quality when you get the case from Snugg. So you guys can check out their site. I'll link it in the description below, thesnugg.com, and thanks for watching. Take care.